Located in the oil and agricultural-rich valley of Kern County, California, Jim Burke Ford is one of the largest Ford dealerships in the nation. Since Jim Burke's death in 2006, Dan Hay has continued his father-in-law's values of integrity, respect, professionalism, and excellence. His wife, Mikey, has her hands in a number of community projects through her father's education foundation. John, Joe, and George Hay are following in their parents' footsteps. Together, the Hay family is working to build lasting community relationships in Bakersfield and Kern County.
Well, Jim was an amazing guy. I actually had never been on a car lot when I went to work here, and I married his daughter, and he convinced me to come to work for him. And what I learned from Jim was Jim worked hard every day. He was really involved in the community, was always trying to do the right thing for everybody.
My father was a great man with a generous heart, and he really had a compassion and a sense of civic responsibility, and I just kind of grew up with that.
Health and education has been the focus of the Hayes Community Outreach. They made a major donation to the neonatal intensive care unit at Bakersfield Memorial Hospital.
The Jim Burke Motor Group is probably one of the best businesses supporting philanthropy in Bakersfield, and particularly healthcare. Going back to the legacy of Jim Burke, which Dan and Mikey have carried forward, wonderful support of all hospitals, but particularly the Catholic hospitals in this community.
Dan Hay grew up in East Bakersfield near the largest boys and girls clubs in the country, serving more than 7,000 students daily. Employees at the dealership volunteer their time and money to the club, and the Hays recognize a deserving middle schooler each month.
You know, a partnership is really more than just, sponsorship dollars or just showing up to give a check or something. It's more about that personal touch and the relationship that we build with our partners, and they really buy into the partnership we have.
The dealership's Education Foundation honors unsung heroes in Bakersfield, teachers.
So the wonderful thing about the award that they get, it's called the Rising Star Award, is that it really kind of gives you a sense that, even though maybe you don't see it every day, people in your community value what you do.
Since 1975, Jim Burke Ford has mentored senior high school students with a business-centered leadership program called Ford Dimension. Over a 6-month period, 32 student leaders tackle community service projects in the area.
These are the best and the brightest within our community, so we always tell them, to whom much is given, much is expected. And they now are involved in doing these incredible community service projects. And this year, for an example, they decided to take on a project that had to do with human trafficking.
We've probably run close to 600-700 kids through that program. It's not inexpensive, but if you look at the value that we get out of that and the community gets out of it, these kids are from all walks of life, all high achievers. They're motivated. I always call it preschool for college.
Chad Manning was one of those high achievers. He was a Ford Dimension student in the early 90s. Now he is Vice President of Sales at Jim Burke Ford.
I have a good family upbringing, a good religious upbringing in the family, and that was where I learned values from my family, from the church. But what this program did is it taught me that those values can be in business also and can be a part of the community.
Through grants, scholarships, and civic projects, Dan and Mikey Hay are helping Kern County youth excel.
They have inspired so many leaders, so many doctors, so many lawyers, so many engineers, so many businessmen and women. It's been a huge blessing to know the Hays.
It's an incredible legacy going on for 40+ years. It's incredible on Dan and Mikey Hay's part that they've been so involved and just so generous and giving of their time and really reached out to the entire community.
If we can do the right thing with the people that surround us, there's a ripple effect in the community. And that's really what we're trying to do. We're just trying to be a rock that creates a ripple in a pond that benefits everybody. That's kind of how we come at it.
I can tell you that when our students go out in the world, every time they hear the word Ford, I bet it brings a smile to their face.